to The Skating Lesson. I'm Jennifer Kirk, and this is our Nationals preview show.
And I'm Dave Leese, and I would like to congratulate Jenny because we were looking back at our 2015 Nationals program, and Jenny had roots showing. It was really unacceptable for Nationals.
Really bad.
You know what? We were at home last year. We are going. We're going to be there.
That was a really pause. Do you remember how hard of a time in my life that was last year for a myriad of reasons? Dave Leese really helped me through that. But yes, that was, bad roots. But we both got our hair done this week. Full highlight, people. It's Nationals. Full highlight. And Dave Leese got his eyebrows threaded. We're very excited. So in this show, we're going to preview what we're looking forward to because U.S. Nationals and Canadian Nationals are this coming week. Dave and I will be there. But pause. If you haven't yet done your fantasy picks, it's kind of time. I mean, not maybe quite yet. We have until Thursday,
Wait,
I think.
I'm so done with these people that don't get it in on time and then they get mad at us. And
yeah, so we have until
there are deadlines. People.
Yes, there are deadlines, and it's Thursday. But you go to bit.ly/TSL Challenge 2 because this is our second Puritan's Pride Fantasy Challenge, and put in your picks. Be Team Jenny. You know, why not? Give me some support, some love. Or you could be Team Dave. He needs love too. And Dave and I will be in Minnesota. It's like -2 there on Wednesday.
I'm really scared
and
about.
We're like trying to save money, so we're not renting a car. We're gonna walk to the arena. I bought gloves yesterday.
But I think that there's a bridge in the hotel that goes across.
It's a half-a-mile bridge.
Oh, I don't know.
We maybe Ubering it every day for a $2 Uber ride.
We are gonna be those. We're gonna be those white people, aren't we?
I know.
We're so Ubering it.
I know we're so Ubering it, like across the street. We did.
Yes.
Okay. America, maybe. But let's discuss what we're looking forward to. Let's start with U.S. Nationals. You can also go with our challenge. You're going to win a $200 prize pack, which is all Diva Wagner's picks. So that's really cool to look forward to. But let's talk about the men because really the storyline this week, and we'll talk about it in our 5 for 5, another withdrawal. Ricky Dornbush is out. What are you watching in the men's event at US?
Well, apparently Ricky's back is quite serious, and I think that's been nagging him for a while, and I think it would kind of explain some of what's been going on. For that, I'm kind of wondering which men we'll be seeing back in the future. I think I expect to see Jason back, and everyone else is a question mark for me. Will we see Ricky? Will we see Josh Ferris again? I'm not so sure, but it changes the game a little bit, and it's going to be a very interesting national championships. Max Aaron, I think you have to think, is one of the favorites, but Adam Rapon, Jenny. So everyone has like the Nationals teleconference, like when you've made it, right? And like there are some skaters, like Ashley and Adam, who I think really enjoy the skater attention. See, Ann Jensen always told me, she said, even former skaters, it doesn't matter how many years they are away from the sport, every like October around regionals time, September, they get a little batty. She's like, every former skater, whether it's the Grand Prix or regionals, she's like, they get a little stressed and batty around October. And then around Nationals, they have like a thirst for attention.
Oh, have you seen so many people have changed their profile pictures on Facebook, former skaters, and now it's their skating photo, like, or they post like a video of themselves performing back in the day.
Has Nick LaRoche like put up his junior title yet? He does every year. Like, you know, it's coming.
Own it, honey. You did it. Own it. I'm all for it.
Like anytime, like if someone won like juvenile or like
it's like I was national champion.
Yeah, the pewter and intermediate, like this is when it comes out. Dory, who we worked with, that picture of her on the ice smiling.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah. I'm telling you, everyone. The skater persona.
Well,
so Adam Pons was a half hour, Jenny. Like Ashley's was 15 minutes, but like Adam, he's been having his moment, you know, like he got his Lance Bass cover of US Figure Skating when we were like, he's Skating Magazine when he came out. We were shocked. And then I think, you know, this was his moment really has been this season. He's talking about winning the national title. You know, that makes me...
What do you think?
Yes, of course he could win. But the fact that he's talking about it makes me so nervous.
It makes me nervous too, because I feel like every time he's like stated something like that, he freaks himself out.
Yes.
He's capable, and I don't want him to... I think it's between... It'll be interesting. Max's moment...
Is he going to do the flop-lots?
I think he'll try it. Is he going to do it in the short?
No, he wouldn't say on the press conference. He was like, well, the magician never reveals that. Like, he was really, like, enjoying his moment.
I gotta listen to this. I have to listen.
I know, and you really need, like, my unedited comments, like, when you're doing it. Like, Any Adam interview, the PJ Kwong one is really good to listen to too for other reasons. So the Adam, he's one of the ones I'm most excited to interview in the mix zone because he's always fun. We don't know what color his hair will be.
I know he's been wearing a beanie on Instagram.
I hope they give him a fluff piece, don't you?
Like he deserves a fluff piece and a nice maybe 60-second NBC fluff piece because we're really crunched for time when it comes to skating on television these days. But I think it'll be interesting to see him. I want to see Max, how he handles. Max is my prediction to win. But then I'm also watching all of these men, kind of the Nathans, the Vincents. Then we have our boy Tim Delensky, Alex Johnson. What's he gonna do? These guys who are in that group.
I think Ross Minor could do very well.
Yes,
and
it could be a surprise. I mean,
I know that people are saying that their withdrawals. It could be a dud of a nationals. It could
I think it
most
becomes
competitive nationals
more
ever.
exciting.
Because I expect Tim Delensky to skate pretty well.
Yeah. I expect Grant's gonna skate well.
I think Alex Johnson could skate well too. We saw him. I think Nathan and then Vincent has been landing quad toe. Yeah. He'll do it in practice. He won't compete it, but he's been having a strong season. And he's a little more confident, I think.
I love him. I'm going to get him to rap for us again.
Yes.
Remember his rap?
Oh, with his, schoolboy hair that he had, he rapped.
He did 10 quads that day, and his hair did not, there was not a piece out of place.
Oh.
Gotta respect that.
I'm ready. I think the men at Nationals, it's Nationals moment. I think Grant.
Yeah, that's really the discipline that I'm going to be watching. So we want to know, what are you looking for in the men?
I think the men are going to bring it even more than the ladies. I think it's just my prediction. I think the
storyline really in the ladies is obviously going to be Ashley versus Gracie, and then it's who's going to also be on the world team because
so what do you want to see with Ashley and Gracie? Let's start there. I want to see them both skate really well because we've never seen them both at their full. I want to see them Tara and Michelle slitting each other's
back to back in that long program. I want one of them to go out and nail a clean long, and then the next woman has to come up and because here's
who's
the thing,
the bitch now?
I think that internationally they both get a little bit scared. They're spooked by the Russian women, the Japanese women sometimes. But when it's the two of them, I think they both think they're better than the other. So I think they have that confidence in themselves when they're both on the ice, and I think that they're both going to bring it, and practice sessions are going to be fun to watch. I can't wait.
Okay, so I was thinking about this because I think Gracie has been pissed, and Gracie does well when she's pissed. Mm-hmm. They both like to be the underdog, even though they both like to have that adversity going into nationals. I could see Gracie skating really well. It's going to be one way or the other. It's not going to be a one mistake long. It's either going to be a nailed program or defecation on the ice. It's going to be one way or the other. And I think that with Ashley, can she do a clean short? We've never really seen her do a good short at nationals for many, many years. If you go back to 2009, she had a bad short.
Last year was good.
She had that combination that wasn't really around last year.
It was good.
I want to see a world championship. I want to see a short like she did at Skate Canada.
Yeah.
That is what I want to see from Ashley Wagner at the Nationals. And to me, that'll show you that she is ready for the world championships and she's ready to really skate for a medal, that she can mentally do it, and that this is her year. With Gracie, I want to see her go out and be fierce and kill it.
Yeah, they're both, and I just want to see what the judges are going to do when both women are really strong. I also want to see, that other spot on the world team. How's Paulina going to skate? I expect her to skate very well, but how are the judges going to respond to her? Then you have Mariah, you have Courtney Hicks, who did great at NHK, the judges. it seems like there's momentum behind her. Mariah Bell, Karen
Wait,
Chen.
Pause. She lifts 255 pounds?
I believe it. She has a new long program dress. She wanted us all to know that.
You know what? I'm happy for her. I'm happy for us, too, that we get to see her doing. But Courtney Hicks, so she spends all of this time, lifting off the ice, but I want to see her maybe, doing figures, doing yoga. Come on, Courtney. I want to take her under our wing. I think we may need to, adopt and help. We can love people a lot, and I think that Courtney needs a lot of our love, Jenny. We need to really God. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all you, honey. All right, let's go. I'm bad at adopt. I don't know. There's some things that just come easier to me than others. Let's discuss the pairs because it's going to be Alexa and Chris. I assume they will win a second.
I hope.
I hope. If they don't, bless.
I have to tell you, I don't really care who wins any of these events. Alexa and Chris need to win.
Yeah, like it's and they need to do that split quad twist. They need to skate well. I think even more than just winning, they need to kind of erase the Grand Prix final long program.
So they have changed the section of their program where they do the toes. And I think that's good because the commentators have been saying that their program is a sprint. Chris has looked near death at the end of every single program, like Charlie White status. And I think that they did need to revamp. So they've done that. They say that they are more consistent with the quad toes. The triple toes. Sorry, they feel good with the sound pals.
Throw it in a quad toe.
I'm really excited to see, and I kind of had a moment. Marissa and Mervyn, because they are our people. We haven't seen them in months. Yes.
Oh, guess who I met last week? Marissa's mom. I coached with her. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's like this teeny little gorgeous woman, and she was saying hi. She's going to be at Nationals, if we see her hi. Yeah, she coaches, because I was coaching with Brad. Brad was Marissa's first partner, and they skated at this little rink in Smithfield, Rhode Island together, and her mom's so sweet, and
feisty? Like, Marissa's sweet, but she's feisty. So Marissa Castelli won me over, where we were filming, and obviously we had to get the Jillian and Bob piece. Mm-hmm. Then we had to get the Kirsten Moore Towers piece, and then we were we had just interviewed Marissa, but we were we should get her too. So yeah. So I was okay, and Marissa was working on that one piece of footwork and that I in the short, and I was oh, Marissa, can you do that again? And she's well, I've only been doing it for the last 5 minutes. And in that moment, I was bless, you are my favorite.
I love her. And I love Mervyn. And I'm just kind of excited to give them a hug. I know it's just silly, but I'm rooting for them. And then we have Tara and Danny. Have they said,
Tara, Danny.
Yeah, Mr. Peterson.
He made them, okay, so I will have a piece up on them. He made them skate on Christmas Eve. They skated on Christmas. Mr. Peterson's a little intense. He wants a world medalist.
I like that. I mean, you got to respect that.
Yeah. And then who's going to step up? Or, Maddie Aaron and Max Setledge, Josh and Jessica.
Max draw us a TSL picture because he's the artist now.
Yes. I think he would do it.
Yeah, he seems like a nice
What are Delilah's nails going to look like? You need to follow her Facebook. She always is.
I love her nails. I loved her nails at Skate America. That's a story.
I hope that she wears the leather jacket again when Alexa and Chris do the short, the heroin lipstick, and
I'm so excited. And I'm also, dance, I'm not as excited for. I'm excited to see the Shibutanis perform their free dance in person, because we haven't seen them skate in person this season.
Win.
I'm kind of excited to see Zach and Maddie as well. I don't think the Shibutanis are going to win. I think had the judges placed them better at the Grand Prix final, they could have had a better
shot. They made a mistake from Max and Chalk, and then we're going to be in the Midwest, Jenny. Everyone's going to... Okay, so the phrase of the week is going to be Minnesota nice. So I think when we have to put on our skating persona...
Don't you know?
Don't you know? We're going to be Minnesota nice, all week with everyone. And... but I wanted to ask you, so I know you're not the biggest dance person, but some of your favorite nationals memories, because there was the other night, I've been a little under the weather, so I've been taking, because I spent last week with my friend, and he has the flu, and I'm I cannot be sick from Minnesota, so I was taking my NyQuil the other night, when Jenny Kirk and Alyssa Sisney started texting, and I was just saying that I didn't think that Alyssa, had enough drama when she won. I think that she needed to be more diva-ish, like Ashley. And then I said that, I feel like Alyssa was polite in the locker room, to which Jenny Kirk goes, I think she was in there when I threw the chair. I know little Katie Taylor was. And I said,
true story.
Why did Jenny throw the chair? Because I won the pewter.
I really hate the pewter people. It's not even just a thing we do on the show.
I hate it too. And then Alyssa goes, I remember that locker room. Did you roll your skate bag right over all of your flowers? And in my mind, I know what happened, because I have seen you piss anywhere with rental cars, pulling that bag down the steps. It's always going bouncing.
Pause! I had to report Easy Rental Car to the Better Business Bureau yesterday. I'm taking them to small claims court. I don't like rental. I get very angry people.
When Pellegrini first saw you at Skate America, she was like, she is a very serious woman. She was like...
I have this scary side to Dave Lisa knows. But yes, so yes, we're excited to see if
Does
there's any locker room
Taylor
moments.
remember this? Who was in that locker room?
I think it was Alyssa. I remember it was after I skated, they thank God the chairs, they had like the folding chairs, you know? I was very upset. Not so much that I won the pewter, but that I didn't skate well. I didn't like that I fell on that triple loop. It was
what really happened in Russia with that
it's true. We dropped the egg, people. All right, let's move on. Let's discuss Canadian nationals because I don't like to. I have a little bit of anxiety because this was the rink where they had the marshals where we're going this week. They had that marshals competition and I got last and I quit skating the next day for like 2 months that season. Yeah, so I'm a little nervous. What?
Which was that 03 or
no, it was 2005. Like the fall. This was right before the Russia Egg, and the Russia Egg was the first competition back after my hiatus from competitive skating. Oh, I need to redeem myself. I can do this. Let's discuss talking about redemption. Caitlin Osman, she's coming back. We have some Canadian women that we're watching. Elaine Chartrand, she spent last week working with Shay. Chartrand, that's what I said.
Chartrand, right?
Chartrand. I don't know. I'm not French.
I don't know. I'm not Lee Chandler. Although I did have my rocker step today. Oh. I was doing it on both legs. I was feeling very Lee Chandler, ready for synchro, Jenny.
I like how they all move their heads at the same time.
Yes. Like, I feel like, I'm getting to be an old whore. Like, I don't need to be jumping. I just need to be, like, doing my little synchro lines.
And
like,
all
I'm
about,
ready.
Like, owning it. But I'm not that excited. I guess I'm excited for Canadian ladies. I'm going to try.
Jenny,
will Elaine Chartrand land her triple axel?
Because I enjoy to listen to the commentators and the art of spin during the Canadian ladies.
Oh, the art. Okay, I thought the art of spin was like a PJ Kwong show. That sounds like that would be a good skating name of a show, the art of spin. If it were like, if we were in, we could maybe, no, I like TSL.
Maybe when we go to Toronto, I think we could,
The art of spin.
The art of spin, but it needs to be a PR thing.
Yeah, like it's all about, like, it's like you're making fun of how PR. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about men though, because Patrick Chan needs to nail his short program. That's what I'm watching.
It's a real costume for the free. He's added a second triple axel in. Listen.
Well, it's about time.
It's only 2 years too late, honey. Where was it in Sochi? I'm just saying.
Well, I think he'll skate well. Liam Forrest, talking about triple axels, he kind of needs to nail one here.
AMT is, like, open about the fact that, like, they're on social media together.
Good for them. They're a cute little couple. Yeah, they're a cute little couple. Alaj, I want to see how he skates.
Especially after you saw his abs recently in that photo.
He's cute. And then how about Nam? What's he good? I mean, it's time for him to not ever miss another triple flip or triple lutz. Like, he has to land and do the spins. But really, the discipline we're all going to watch is pairs. Discuss what's going to happen. So I think Jillian and Bob, I predict a nail because I think they're pissed. Not so happy after the Grand Prix final. But then what?
Done their short, of course, they have been at the drawing board.
Proud of them. I like she's gonna do.
Bruno, is pouring the wine every night.
I was just thinking about that this morning when I was at the gym. How fun!
I understand he's not going to be at nationals. Julie's going to be there.
Where is Bruno?
I've never met Julie Marcotte.
Oh, in Boston or in because he
Soda.
to be.
So she's going to be there with, like, Marissa and Mervin, but. Is she still, like, mad that we didn't like their Alice in Wonderland program? I don't know, but we love this program. And
we love our girl. We love
Alexa's program. We love. Yeah.
So, Dave, let's talk, though. What are your predictions for 2 to 9
I
pewter?
think Kirsten Moore-Towers is going to nail it because she's been sassy lately. Sure. And whenever she's being kind of a bitch, she's going to be skating.
Got her swag back.
Like, she would really do well competing against someone like Ashley Wagner. Like, to me, they need to exist in the same universe. Like that, and I've maybe seen videos that they're training harder elements that look exciting, and I think that they're not gonna compete them, but I think she's in it to kill.
Oh yeah, I think she
wants to kill Flynn and Luba so bad at these nationals. I predict they're going to win the silver. Yeah. I think as long as she has that look in her eye before the throw.
And before the throw loop in the short program, if she gives eye contact to the judges, she's in it to win it.
She's in it. Yeah,
she sees herself. She no longer sees herself as a pewter. She's like, God, she's like, honey, I'm gold. So she's going in for that silver.
She's been skating really well. And Megan Duhamel says that, like, whenever Kirsten skates well, she thinks that she skates well. And Kirsten. Sorry. Kirsten. That whenever Kirsten skates well, she skates well. So I think that Kirsten is going to skate well. They've been doing good programs. So I'm ready for this.
And I like Julian and Charlie. They're just very sweet. I really enjoy them. And I think Luba and Dylan, it's going to be, what is going to happen on the side-by-side jumps. Yeah. Because the rest of their skating is very nice, but it's those jumps for both of them this season, really, not just her.
Yeah, I think it's going to really come down to that. But it's going to be an exciting competition in the pairs.
Yes, and everywhere.
With the rumors of Tessa and Scott coming back, their show has been shopped to the network for allegedly. If it comes, will their comeback determine on that? There are lots of things swirling. They're not getting the show offers maybe that they wanted, so they might come back. You have to think, how well do Weaver and Poje have to skate to solidify themselves?
The marks are going to be. And then we have Piper and Paul, who had a kind of a disappointing Grand Prix. Keeping material? Do we know? Kept the material?
I think keeping material.
Yeah. Maybe new costumes. I was going to say, maybe new costumes in that short dance. But if you guys are in Minnesota, come say hey. Join us. So we posted on our Facebook page today. I posted all of our coverage, what we're going to do. Yes. So on the front page.
What are we going to be doing, Jenny? Give me my
assignment. On the front page on theskatinglesson.com, you will see that there is a tab that says 2016 U.S. Nationals. Click on that. All of our coverage will be on that page, and of course, it'll be taking you also to our YouTube page. We will be live.
I will be live blogging the practice sessions.
On theskatinglesson.com. I'll be filming. We'll be doing interviews after practice. We're planning a this and that, just a quick shows after practices in the arena where I'll then edit in a little bit of the interviews, practice footage, whatnot. Well, tell us who you want us to talk to, what questions you want us to ask. Then every night, and I got it working, and hate all of you who inadvertently saw me sitting in my bed talking to you on YouTube earlier this week. I got the live show working on YouTube.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing actual clothing. Okay. So I'm back to wearing nighties, Dave Lee.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. So Dave Lee's get to see all my nighties. Maybe I'll wear nightie. But we're going to have, so every night, when we go back to our hotel, we're going to do live this and that shows on our YouTube channel, youtube.com.
Doug Rosano has said he's going to join
we're hoping to get Alexa.
Ann Jensen. Because people need to meet Ann Jensen.
Yeah, and hopefully Alexa can join us after their long program that Wednesday. So we're going to have some special guests on as we recap the day. And on that, you guys can type in your questions while we're talking. So maybe you'll have some questions to ask. So join us there every night as well. As always, Dave Lease is going to lead you out, but play Fantasy TSL or bit.ly/TSL Challenge 2. And yes, we'll see you this week.
Be Team Dave, because I was 3 minutes early for the show today. This never happens. I am so ready for
I was 10 minutes. Let me just say, I'm always 10 minutes. Like consistency. So go with the consistency.
I was listening to the teleconferences until the last moment. Like I'm always doing my homework. And let me just say, I'm feeling ready for nationals. So I'm going to remind you that when you have your teleconference, keep it going for as long as possible. Have your Adam Rapon moment so you can go to nationals, hold an edge, and look sexy.
Bye, guys. Bye.